GACHIAKUTA is literally fucking trash. It's garbage. It's dirty and not clean. It is going to be the next big series of 2025. If you're a relatively normie anime fan like myself, then this series has probably gone under the radar for you. But if you've been anywhere near the internet lately, then you know GACHIAKUTA is going to be the next big series. This manga is finally getting its long-awaited anime adaptation in 2025, and people have been freaking out, already praising it and claiming it to be series of the year. Well, I'm a dad and I don't have a lot of time, but all the hype got me interested, so I went ahead and read the series. And oh my god, I am so happy that I actually fell for the hype this time. GACHIAKUTA is definitely something unique and special within its little niche. It's not a typical pretty and clean story of a shonen MC overcoming the odds to become the Hokage One Piece master or whatever. This is something much more gritty and dirty, more akin to something like Dorohedoro, art-wise. Let's dive into the world a little deeper. If you want a very basic breakdown of the series, keep watching. The vibe of the series is something of grit and grunge. We're thrust into a world of garbage and filth, which is honestly where the intro came from. The name GACHIAKUTA literally means garbage, so sorry about that. The characters are designed in a way that's somehow overcomplicated yet elegant. The line work is smooth yet chaotic sometimes. This series, for nothing else, does an amazing job giving its characters a really unique voice. If you're like me and you're reading this manga for the first time, then this is either going to pull you in or turn you away. It's not that the art is done in a way that's lazy or done in a sketchy way like JJK does sometimes. No, this is purely an artistic choice. The best way for me to help y'all visualize what I'm talking about is to show you. It's so unique and so beautiful. Just take a look at some of these covers and contrast them with the chapters. If you're not being drawn in already, then this probably isn't going to be the series for you. One of the more interesting aspects about this manga has to be the setting. Like I pointed out, it's full of garbage and filthy, and although we do get blankets of white for backgrounds from time to time, for the most part, this dump of a city feels alive, sometimes literally. The mangaka does an amazing job turning filth into a world where you can find a lot of beauty. The contrast between what is disgusting and what is beautiful is such a wonderfully thin line in this series. The story revolves around a young troubled boy, Rudo, this is a shonen after all, who is born into the upper class of society. Although a member of the higher class technically, Rudo lives in the outskirts and is actually part of a tribe where everyone is descended from bandits. He is constantly getting in trouble for stealing trash, and at a young age his parents brutally beat him, leaving him with scars and chronic daily pain. To say the story starts off complex and rich with depth would be an understatement. Things only become crazier when Rudo returns home one day to find his adopted father murdered. Our MC is given a death sentence. He will be thrown into the abyss. The abyss is a giant hole that leads to nothing good. It's the garbage pit that society has used for generations and a giant engulfing world of trash and abandoned souls. Rudo survives the initial fall from heaven and swears to get revenge on the people that cast him out without so much as due process. The story continues and we see an amazing lush world of creatures made out of garbage and filth, and characters that have made this disgusting place their home. Rudo is revealed to have the power of being a giver, and he joins a motley crew of characters becoming a cleaner. The cleaners are simply a group of givers who have come together to fight against trash beasts. The trash beasts are living personifications of destruction in the abyss, and although Rudo does initially agree to become a cleaner, it's important to realize that his main goal is revenge, and the story doesn't shy away from that. In fact, the story is unique in that it keeps it in the forefront. Revenge will always be Rudo's top priority. The power system here is a lot like the story. It's surface level simple, but once you get past the initial layer, entirely complex. Every cleaner has a vital instrument or a tool that they have made a pact with and focused their powers into. They're typically discarded items, trash, things people don't want, yet they become gateways to unleashing incredible feats of destruction. It's really poetic how these abandoned people use trash to fight back against the world they live in. Rudo's instrument is 3R, reduce, reuse, recycle, a pair of discarded gloves from the watch Watchmen series. It gives him the unique ability to transform other garbage into more instruments, as in he has the ability to use anything in this world to its highest potential. This is unique because most other characters are stuck with their initial instrument being their trump card. What really makes this manga so different and amazing compared to its peers is that it doesn't shy away from covering some incredibly difficult plot points. Everything from child abuse, human trafficking, assault, class separation, and the value of what it means to be discarded or trash in this world. The mangaka Kei Urana does an amazing job at handling all these aspects of the story without overstepping her welcome. She wraps all of these incredibly difficult aspects of life into the world design and character design. In fact, it's very reminiscent of Soul Eater or Fire Force. Even more so, the author previously worked on Fire Force, which if you know anything about me, you know I love it. And in keeping with tradition, that same charm and grit is found all throughout this story. Although this manga already seems to have everything it needs to succeed, there is without a doubt one big thing going for it. This incredibly beautiful, grimy world is being brought to life by no other than Studio Bones. To be fair, the exact team working on it is Studio A, aka the people behind Ghost Slayer Ayashi, Gosick, and the first season of My Hero Academia, and many more of the more underappreciated Studio Bones projects. Although My Hero Academia may be their biggest flex, there is no doubt that they produce some of the most beautiful and enchanting works within Bones. I personally can't wait to see what they're able to do with this world. If any of the key art or the trailers that we've received so far are an indication of how they're going to handle this property, I think they're going to knock it out of the park. This is an amazing story crafted by an amazing talent who worked on Fire Force, aka one of the most underrated shonens of all time. This has all the right ingredients to be the next big thing. The only problem is, well, 2025 is already going to be stacked, with just one of its competitions being the lovable and exciting Sakamoto Days. So yeah, competition is stiff, but if Studio A handles it right and there's enough magic in this series, it's going to be huge. At least that's what I think. But anyways, thanks for watching guys. A little different of a video, but if you enjoyed this, please let me know. I think I might be making more videos like this, and I would love your feedback to see if this is something that you want to see. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. We're always trying to grow this channel, and every little bit is appreciated, so thank you. It's kind of hard to get a hold of this manga, so have you even read it? And if you have, what do you think is going to happen with the show? Let me know. Anyways, thanks guys, and bye.